All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It's Friday, and it's F around and find out Friday for all the people in the chat that want to stir up some nastiness. You will find out. But I'd like to, typically when I'm at work, I watch or listen to various podcasts and various shows in the background. And it's a real good way for me to sort of cipher out the truth. I listen to some stuff on the left, I listen to some stuff on the right, and I come to like a middle conclusion. And what I'm seeing right now is that if you think the only people trying to destroy MAGA are the blue-haired liberals on MSNBC, you are missing half of the battlefield. We are not fighting a single front war anymore. We're being flanked. We have bad apples within our ranks. And you really have to look at the entire battlefield to come up with a real tactical assessment. Because there isn't just one enemy. There are three distinct groups that have formed this unlikely an unholy alliance to demoralize you, which in turn damages the administration. And one of them, that's the obvious enemy. That's the liberal news media. That is so blatantly obvious. One is the liberal news media and the Democrat Party. That's one in itself. One is a chaotic distraction, which you're seeing. But the third one is inside of the barracks. The third one is inside of the submarine with us, on the ship, in the army tank, in the foxhole with you. And that's the most dangerous one of all, in my opinion. Right? This is the Ben Dyke Show. This is the little bit of morning news. And it doesn't even matter that I'm a veteran. It doesn't even matter, right? You do not have to be a veteran to be worried about this stuff. But in the Navy, we worried about two sort of things. We really worried about two things: torpedoes and friendly fire. And most of you really wouldn't even, or you might know, you might not know, but torpedoes can turn around and come back and sink you. There's a wire on torpedoes. Bet you didn't know that either. There's a wire on there that you can turn it off. You can shut it down. I don't know what's going on here. Fred, Daisy, chill. I don't know what's going on. They smelled a Democrat or something. I have no idea. But this is the movement that we thought were our friends, right? Thomas Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene. We thought that they were our friends, but they're not. And I'm going to show you the next enemy. And this one's the most dangerous because we thought we could count on them. Marjorie Taylor Greene, I even donated money to her campaign. Okay? So that's how disgusting I feel about that situation. The next one, look at this. Liberal news media. Obviously, hold on. What in the hell is going on? Chill. Daisy had something that Fred wanted, and I can't even say the word because he'll freak. Okay? Give him a treat here. Let me give him one of these. Here, there you go. Gosh, he's a peckerhead. So the other obvious news media or problem is the news media. And all you need to really do is go to the news, to their site, see their news, their clips, whatever, and just read it like this one. Kamala Harris gives campaign accounts a new life in the fight against Trump. I hope Kamala runs again. I would donate to her campaign just to see her run again. Then we got White House briefs after Trump admin says they could use a softer touch on immigration. So they're just going to spin crap. And I hate to say it, but this is crap. This is crap. This Savannah Guthrie, the mom missing, Do you know how many children are missing in the United States right now? As of January 1st. You know how many are missing? And I'm suddenly supposed to care more about this millionaire's mom that they only offered $2,500 reward for. Savannah Guthrie probably carries a $20,000 purse. I want her to come back safely. I would never say anything bad about that. But you're not going to convince me that I should care more about a Hollywood elitist family member than I could or should about this. Look at this. According to the most recent data from the FBI's National Crime Information Center, there were 25,000 active cases of missing juveniles under the age of 18 in the United States. So I'm supposed to care more about Nancy Guthrie? I tried watching Fox News this morning. I typically watch the first couple of minutes of all the news in the morning. The first 19 minutes of that channel, because I scanned through, watch it like 5 times speed, was all a story about Savannah Guthrie's mom. I'm sorry. You are driving me away from caring about this when there are that many missing kids. You're losing me. You are losing the American people. You're losing me because the same TV show that Savannah Guthrie works for hates law enforcement, hates them. So the liberal news media, the Democrat Party, we know their game, right? We know their game. The second part of that was the usual suspects, the Marjorie Taylor Greens, the Thomas Massey's, the Rand Paul. I guess Thomas Massey's new name is Rand Paul Jr. because he's never voted or supported anything that MAGA supports. And this is probably some kind of paid operation. But I was watching this yesterday. I want you to see this. And Dan breaks it down very well, actually. And I've got some of the little time slots here. I'll show you the time codes. Let's go right here. Minute 31. Let's go.
See it. I've had a unique insight on it from the other side where I get to see some information that not all of you have. But I promise you it's very real. It's a lot of groups, but 3 who are powerful, and they use X and platforms to make you believe something's not real. The reason I brought up me going out and stuff with Paul is I would be out in the street, and the things you think the public really cares about. Listen, this is really important. Justin, you paying attention? This is super important. The things you think the majority of people, I should say, I'm not saying nobody cares about, the majority of things people care about, I promise you they don't.
I agree 1,000%. 1,000%. The average person is not in the weeds on what's going on. Not in the weeds.
In the recent election, obviously, had the 2020 scheme. However, they knew there was going to be Trump too. No one wanted to go up against the Lion King. So did you notice you didn't see as much doomerism? You saw, matter of fact, very little. It was almost non-existent amongst what we call, I guess, the influencer class. So why are you seeing it now? Folks, once you see this, listen to me. I promise you will never unsee it. The doomers know Donald Trump is not running again. And they have a feeling that the MAGA movement is the Donald Trump movement, not the MAGA movement. Now,
the MAGA movement, Donald Trump has been the spearhead for. But the MAGA movement is not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere, and CNN is worried about it.
Power, and we're talking about influence here.
Yeah.
Do they have on the GOP, especially over the long run?
Yeah, over the long run. That's what I think is so important here. And it's not just about Donald Trump. It's about the Make America movement. Again, that's what we're talking about. Make America Great Again movement. And it is as powerful as it has ever been, because I want you to take a look here. GOP who view MAGA favorably, 2 years ago, when Donald Trump was running for term number 2, it was 74%. Today, look at this. It's 78% of Republicans who view the Make America Great Again movement favorably. So we're talking about something that, in my opinion, will very much be able to outlast Donald Trump. Trump is in term number 2. He can't run for a term number 3. But the bottom line is this. What he brought into the GOP looks like it's going to last long beyond him.
It's a very populist movement. I am curious because J.D. Vance would then be the next standard bearer of this movement. Where is the GOP on how they feel about him?
Yeah, okay. So, obviously J.D. Vance, the vice president of the United States, at this point looks like a favorite for the Republican nomination come 2028. And one of the reasons why he looks like a favorite is because the Republican base loves J.D. Vance. What are we talking about here? Someone who really represents the Make America.
This scares the living hell out of the Democrat Party. They ran this on CNN. Somebody said get Tony Schaefer on to talk about Kash Patel. I don't know who that is. I don't know who it is. Sorry. Everybody's like, get this person on. Half of the people you say, I don't know who they are. What am I supposed to talk about if I don't know who they are? What am I supposed to talk to them about? I don't know. Let's go here. This is so powerful. This is another reason they're scared. Donald Trump posted this on Truth Social. MAGA is not going anywhere.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS-200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, Dominion machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
That's the sound of the dominoes falling. The dominoes are starting to fall. We know this. The Democrat Party knows this. They are worried. They have no choice but to start panicking. And that's probably why that they're paying some of these conservative what used to be right conservative influencers. I firmly believe some of them are being paid by the Democrat Party to flip, because they are all starting to flip at the same damn time. Nothing happens that in nature. Nothing happens all at the same time. Nothing. And it's getting worse. And I believe that this Nancy Guthrie thing is being used as a distraction. Do I want her to come home safely? Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love for her to come home safely. Do I think it'll happen? No. Do I think it'll get covered up because her abductor is probably an illegal alien? If her abductor is an illegal alien, what does it do to the narrative? Huh? In the chat, let me know what you think about this. If Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper is an illegal alien, what does it do to the entire Democrat narrative? Does it go back to the narrative that old Joe Scarborough was spinning? Look at old Joe Scarborough here. This goes back to, I want to say 2002.
Tonight on Scarborough Country, a bill approved by the state of California giving illegal immigrants driver's licenses. Is this a desperate move by Democrats to keep Gray Davis in office at the expense of national security? Tonight, we look at the left coast's most endangered politician, Governor Gray Davis, and his Democratic Party's latest attempts to show illegal aliens that crime pays. The Democratic legislature has actually passed a bill out of committee that allows illegal immigrants to get a California's driver's license. That's right. And by giving these criminals the most accepted form of identification in America, the California Democrats buy votes for themselves. And it looks like, to me at least, that political gamemanship is trumping national security. As illegal immigrants are given a free pass, this plan seems to me to legitimize illegal immigration once and for all. And it's dangerous, and it owes more to winning votes for politicians than keeping our country safe from future terror attacks. It's frightening, folks. Aren't we sending a message to illegal immigrants? Break our laws, come into our country, flood over the borders, and we're going to reward you by giving you a driver's license.
When did he get a lobotomy? This was before he ran for state representative in Florida, and one of his aides had a broken neck in his office, died from a broken neck. This is before that. When did Joe Scarborough get a lobotomy? The Democrat Party, you can't make this stuff up anymore. It is unbelievable what they are pulling here.
It is worth noting that during the Obama years, the Hennepin County Jail actually had a policy where they let an ICE agent keep an office there and allowed them to talk to immigrants. So the policy has clearly been, under a Democratic president, what now the Trump administration is asking for. I mean, big picture, do you think it's good policy for the jails to follow an ICE detainer and hand someone over if they've committed a...
So she asked a very simple question. Under Obama in Minnesota, and this is the Somali mayor from Minneapolis. Somali mayor, if under Obama they had an ICE agent in there, was this a good policy?
crime? And again, this only happens after they've served their time, for whatever crime they may have committed against the people of Minnesota.
I mean, look, you're asking all the right questions here. And while I don't have full expertise in how the operations at the jail are conducted, again, that's not our jurisdiction. What I would say is that there are mechanisms to do this lawfully.
It is worth noting that during the Obama...
How many of you knew this? That under Obama, there was an ICE agent in the police station? Once again, rules for thee, not for me. That's the way this game works. This is the way the entire game works. Here we go.
I'll tell you one thing Donald Trump's gotten common with Bill Clinton. We got all his voters now. All the good old boy Union Democrats that voted for Bill Clinton in middle America, they now vote for Donald Trump. That is one connection in history that you'll never be able to shake. All these blue collar, non-college, working class guys from West Kentucky and other places in middle America where I'm from, they were Clinton. They were the biggest Clinton people I knew. And now they love Trump. They've abandoned the Democratic Party. So what do they have in common? We took all of Clinton's coalition and now Trump's the president. I'll tell you.
That is so good. He's so right, because Bill Clinton drinking drinks and banging skanks. That's what Bill was good at. And putting cigars in the humidor. That's what Bill was good for. But he's so right. Former Clinton people are now all the way into the Trump administration. They're voting for Trump. I completely believe that. Got a vote going in the poll. Was Nancy Guthrie taken by an illegal alien? 60% say yes. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. If that is the truth, games are changing. I gotta show you this one. Let's go here. Last night, 2 agents shot in Phoenix, Arizona. Probably some conservatives. Probably a conservative Christian MAGA guy shot these police officers. That's what it always is. That's what always happens. You heard it, putting cigars in the humidor. Uh-huh. What do you think about this? 2 officers shot in Phoenix. I guarantee you it wasn't by some white Christian conservative. Not happening. Not happening on my watch. But meanwhile, these people are crazy. Look at this. Chunk Uger, Anna Kasparian, and Cantifa.
Yeah.
How could you say something against Israel?
Israel
was the bluest state, the greatest state of all. How could you say something against Israel?
These people look demonic. These people look demonic. Here, let's do that. Do a poll. Somebody wanted a poll. Was she taken by a family member? Why? I don't understand that, but okay. Love it. We'll get the poll going. I am poll friendly. I will put up any poll that y'all want. But these people are lunatics. Some of you follow them. Some of you follow them. I can't. I cannot follow that. They are insane. What does this say? No. Oh, Travis. Thank you for joining in, dude. Travis from Portland is in. Ben, you're a blue falcon, so others may live. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. You are welcome to insult me and send super chats anytime. Thank you. Hold on. Let's give this one to Travis. Let's give this one to Travis. Travis, show me your war face.
Now let me see your war face.
Ah! Thank you, Travis. I'm so glad that you got up at 4:30 in the morning in Portland to come and donate to the channel. I really appreciate it, man. You're the best. You're actually helping other veterans because I use a lot of the money from super chats to help other veterans. But in your case, any super chats that you send, I'll probably give them to Tommy so that he can use them against you. Oh boy, I love it. I love knowing that we have trolls from the opposite side in the chat. I love if you're happy that the Portland Antifa's in the chat. Let me know. Let me know if you're happy Portland Antifa's in the chat. Thank you, Travis. Fellow veteran, rescue swimmer, I believe is what they said. Rescue swimmer. Thank you very much. Let's go here. Portland's going to be upset after this one. You'll probably go protest.
Hey, everybody, it's Chip Roy from Texas 21, and I'm standing outside the House chamber where next week we are going to move, thanks to the leadership of the Speaker and Leader Scalise, we're going to move H.R. 7296, the Save America Act, legislation that I filed over here in the House and that my friend Mike Lee filed in the Senate. This is common sense legislation. It will require citizenship to register to vote, and it will require voter ID at the polls. This is an issue that polls at something like 80%, regardless of your race, regardless of your background. This is common sense stuff that we think we should move. The SAVE Act, by the way, has passed on a bipartisan basis twice off of the House floor. The problem is Chuck Schumer and the Democrats have been blocking it. So now we're calling on Leader Thune to change this and to force what we call a talking filibuster so that we can force a vote on the Senate floor. We think we can. I'm over in the Capitol Dome room. Across the other side of the dome is the Senate. When we pass this in the House, let's make the Senate do their job and pass.
I believe they are going to get this passed. I believe they're going to get this passed. I'm unbanning all trolls. All trolls are now getting unbanned as we speak. I believe we need more trolls. How many of you want the SAVE Act passed? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no. I'm unbanning all trolls. Laylo, welcome back. JD, welcome back. Dan Bartlett, welcome back. I'm unbanning all of them. I want them all back. Henry, welcome back. J-Dub, welcome back. You're all welcome to come back in and troll. Thank you so much. All trolls unbanned right now. Did you give Tommy, what was that? What was that? Did you give Tommy the radios back? I don't know anything about radios. I don't have any radios. I've got some ham. I've got a ham radio. I've got a ham radio license. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I would never give up my ham radio. Let's go here. For anybody that says the administration is not doing anything, let's go here. Operation Metro Surge. 4,000 criminal arrests in Minnesota, but we're not doing anything. Yeah, love it. Right? Let's go here. You want to see something else that's funny? This is Barack Obama showing his ID to vote.
Oh, you're right. Hold on. I got my driver's license. Here you go.
Obama showed his ID to vote. His Kenyan driver's license, right? Let's check this one out. This is one. So he's going completely against what Barack Barry Soetoro Hussein Obama wanted. This guy, this is the face of constipation.
So Leader Schumer, this talk about election security has revived discussions of the SAVE Act, which you have said you oppose. Proponents of it say that it's, to have ID, you have to prove U.S. citizenship to be able to vote. Though some of the claims they make, to be clear, are overstated. We know there's not widespread election fraud. But polling does suggest, there's a new Pew Research poll, that 95% of Republicans, but also 71% of Democrats like this idea. So why do you not?
It's Jim Crow 2.0. And I called it Jim Crow 2.0, and the right wing went.
70% of Democrats want voter ID. Wow. How many of you knew that?
Nuts all over the internet. That's because they know it's true. What they're trying to do here is the same thing that was done in the South for decades to prevent people of color from voting. For instance, if you change, you're a woman who got married and changed your last name, you won't be able to show ID and you'll be discriminated against. If you can't find a birth certificate or a proper ID, you'll be discriminated against. This is vicious and nasty. And I said to our Republican colleagues, it will not pass the Senate. You will not get a single Democratic vote in the Senate. We're not reviving Jim.
I love this. It's Jim Crow. You know what? Last night I got a text message from a good buddy of mine in the chat. He's a moderator, Eric Tate. I want you all to do me a favor. I need you to pray for Eric. Eric's suffering from pneumonia. I sent Eric a couple of things in the mail last night. Eric is a Black American. He's a brother from another mother. Eric, package on the way, went out last night. Thank you so much. Y'all lift Eric up in prayer. He's got pneumonia. He needs to get better. Here's another one that is weird. I think he took a little time out of the shower with his daughter to go vote. They said, hey, hey, Daddy, let's go vote.
How you doing? Thank you.
Her first vote.
I don't know if that's his granddaughter, his daughter. I don't know who he's showering with nowadays. But even Joe Biden's showing ID.
Your nationality, your first name? I'm Natalie. Natalie Biden, now voting. Pretty good. You look better in person.
Yes.
So Joe and whoever he's showering with, even they had ID. Everybody carries ID in the shower, right? I want you to look at this. China's got it right. China announced that if you mess with kids, death penalty. Probably the only thing I agree with China on. You need to get ID to go fishing. You probably have to have ID to go shower with your kids, right? Disgusting, vile, demonic people. Very, very pitiful. Very pitiful. It's disgusting. I'll tell you what else is disgusting is not having voter ID. But you have to have ID if you're a Democrat to get into, I'll just show you this. They are the double standard party. They are the party of double standards.
They don't want voter ID, but you better have ID to get into the DNC. Check this out.
This is my new acquaintance, Edwin. Say hello.
My name is Edwin. Nice to meet
All
you.
right, Edwin is from Venezuela. And we're going to take Edwin into the DNC so that he can meet the Democrats who want open borders. He should meet his new friends, hear the speakers, and learn about the Democratic Party. So, Edwin, let's head in, shall we? This is Edwin from Venezuela, migrant, invited in by the Democrat Party. He'd like to come into the Democratic Convention.
You have to get your credentials. Yep, you have to go to Jackson.
Yeah. Wait, you mean he needs credentials and permission to come in to
Yes.
get past the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like a border wall in a way, huh?
Yeah. You have to have ID, credentials. You can
Okay, to come to the United States?
No,
Not to come to the United States. Okay, but to come to the Democratic
come through
Convention.
here, baby.
Okay. You believe in security. You believe in securing a boundary.
It's pretty hypocritical. No ID to come into the country. No ID to vote. But you got to have ID to get into the Democrat National Convention. That was in Chicago. Man, these people are constipated. And I say constipated because they're so full of poop. I've got to watch my language. I just want to warn you all that I'm having to watch my language. I had a phone call yesterday with iHeartRadio and Spotify. Looks like we're going to be putting our show on iHeartRadio and Spotify. The one thing that both of them said was, I might have to watch my language. I did ask specifically what words I could say. There's a couple of words I can say. There's a couple. So I've got, but they said not all the time. But we're going to be on iHeartRadio and Spotify very, very soon. Very soon. For all you trolls, you can listen to me while you're protesting.
But don't touch the nannies or the gardeners or the ones who are picking up the jalapeno peppers or the oranges or the berries or the ones in the dairy houses. Come on. Those people are helping us eat better, cheaper homes, cheaper vegetables, and better fruits. So those are the ones that we are trying to give a dignified status.
So this lady basically...
But don't touch the nannies or the gardeners or the ones who are picking up the jalapeno peppers or the...
Don't touch our slaves is what I read from this. Don't touch the people picking our cotton. Don't touch the people cleaning our houses. Don't touch the people watching our children. I mean, that's what I heard. Don't touch our slaves.
But don't touch the nannies or the gardeners or the ones who are picking up the jalapeno peppers or the...
Don't you dare touch anybody picking the jalapeno peppers. Peter Piper picked a pepper, pickled pepper, whatever that is. Yeah, we're going to be on iHeartRadio, so your phone calls are going to be on there. Do not touch Julio. Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Who sang that song? Who sang that song for $1? Me and Julio down at the schoolyard. It was Paul Simon, I believe. I believe it was Paul Simon. I think it was Paul Simon. I might be wrong. I could very well be wrong. I'm usually wrong. Let's go here.
Democrats used to believe that border security and immigration enforcement were just common sense ideas. Don't believe it? Take their word for it.
Americans are right to demand better border security and better enforcement of the immigration laws.
We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented,
unchecked. We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders. It has become an extraordinary problem.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. And we must do more to stop it.
Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
Any city should listen to the Department of Homeland Security. The city made a mistake not to deport someone that the federal government strongly felt should be deported.
Just because your child gets across the border, that doesn't mean the child gets to stay.
We do not think the comprehensive health care benefits should be extended to those who are undocumented workers and illegal aliens. We do not want to do anything to encourage more illegal immigration.
People say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants from coming here? And the number one answer we give is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud.
Illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple.
Open borders. You're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders, and no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
For decades, these weren't controversial or radical ideas. The only thing that changed is them.
That's a powerful, I love it whenever they use their own words against them. They use it against them. Vicky says, I need your ID if you want me to file your taxes. I got to give that to Vicky. I got to give that to her.
Now let me see your war face.
Let me see your war face, Vicky. Yeah. Nomad, I really appreciate you sticking around and watching, man. I love the trolls. I'm starting to have a relationship with trolls. I'm starting to understand how they operate, what they want to accomplish. It makes me feel good. This one, last night, U.S. Embassy issued, or the United States told all of the dumb Americans in Iran to get out. Basically, they sent a message saying, hey, if you're an American and you are dumb enough to be in Iran, leave now. You leave now. You've been here for an hour. Right? The fat people at the buffet. Flight cancellations, disruptions are possible. You're probably going to get kidnapped with Nancy Guthrie. Check directly with your airlines. If you cannot leave, find a secure bunker. Avoid demonstrations, keep a low profile, monitor local news media so they can get you killed. Be prepared to adjust your plans. Keep your phone charged in the cave. If you're in a cave, keep your phone charged. It's about to get wicked in Iran. About to get a little Western over there. About to get a little Western in Iran. I believe the one guy that's the troll in here, this should make him happy. He can probably get his Wegovy a little cheaper.
We're here this evening to celebrate the launch of one of the most transformative healthcare initiatives of all time. There's never been anything like it. Starting tonight, dozens of the most commonly used prescription drugs will be available at dramatic discounts for all consumers throughout a new website. It's called TrumpRx.gov. That's
TrumpRx.gov. You can get all of your medication cheaper, or a vast majority of it. Even fat Antifa protesters. Y'all can get your stuff a little cheaper. Thomas Massey, this is a good one. If Jasmine Crock of Shit is praising you, MAGA shouldn't vote for you. Massey's a Democrat. Jasmine Crockett came out and posted this on X. The only Republican that hasn't pledged complete fealty to the wannabe king is Thomas Massey. So is Thomas Massey a Democrat? Let's go a poll right there. I think that's a poll. If you are endorsed by Jasmine Crock of Shit, are you a Democrat? I believe you are. By my standards, I'm voting yes. Magic 8 Ball says if you're endorsed by Jasmine Crockett, you are you're a Democrat. I'm going to go with that. That's a hard yes.
To exploit immigrants in their desire to rig the election this November and hold on to power. That's what it's about for Republicans. We got to stand up for it. Stand up to it.
It sounds like you're not willing to negotiate on voter ID. Senator, I do want to ask you one. Go ahead.
But voter ID is a solution in search of a problem, because the truth is voter fraud in America is exceedingly rare, study after study.
There you go. Alex Padilla says voter fraud is a partisan issue. Voter ID, partisan issue. Right. Only Republicans can get voter ID. Only Republicans are allowed to get voter ID. Women, children, nobody else is allowed to get ID. Nobody else can physically get ID except for white male conservatives.
Why is it important to give those 25 million illegal immigrants a pathway to legal status?
Yeah, and you're not giving the 25 million. You're giving a segment of that would fit into very specific criteria. Number one, they cannot have committed a crime in the United States or in their country of origin. Number two, they cannot collect government benefits, period. Number three, they have to pay all back taxes and a fine for coming into this country illegally and go through this process. Well,
what if they don't do any of that?
Then they're deported.
What if they don't do that?
Then they are deported.
They're deported.
You have to abide by.
Oh, okay. So he's saying if you break the law, we're going to deport you. Well, they did break the law. They came here illegally. It looks like we've got a little trans Tifa guy right here. Check this one out. I think you'll like this. Trans Tifa says, if you don't play the game, we're going to take your business. We'll just take your business. Does this sound communist to me?
What do you say to those folks who say, well, if you tax millionaires, they're going to leave the city, and the top 1% pays 40% of the taxes in the city? So what happens if they leave? What's your response?
Well, that's what I would say. It's like we should take their business and we run it like for the city ourselves.
So if they take their business to Florida, you feel like you can keep it here?
I mean, they can't leave the building. They can't just bring their whole entire workforce to Florida. Right? They can't bring all of the resources that they have to build the business here to Florida. Right? That's a whole thing. And that's where you would even say, if we're building a real movement, right, to stop that, we'd also make it illegal for them to actually leave, right? We would fine them to hell if they're going to try to abandon their property here, right?
So if you leave New York, he's a Reddit mod. Oh, I got to give you that one. That's a good comment right there. That's a good one.
And can an amen and a boom shakalaka go right there?
He's a Reddit mod. That's the lowest form of citizen. That's almost as bad as saying you're a rescue swimmer in the Coast Guard and you look like an inflatable life raft wearing a jacket from 17 years ago that is way too small for you. That's almost that bad. Oh boy, that's a good comment. I love that. He's a Reddit mod. That is the lowest form of human, a Reddit mod. Wow, I love it. Good grief. That's a good comment. I've got to save that for an insult. You're as dumb as a Reddit mod. Wow. Okay. He's cooked. Let's you know what? Let's do this. Check out my sponsor for the channel, mypillow.com/veteran. Phone number's right up there above. You can get 40% off. Use the code veteran, 40% off. You don't have to be a veteran. It's a code that they dedicated for me on my channel because I am a veteran. I'm not a rescue swimmer. I was not a rescue swimmer. I was a door gunner on submarines. That's what I did. I was a door gunner on submarines. But I would love to talk to you this morning. We'll take a handful of calls, turn the audio down. It's the only time I'll say it. That is the only time I will say that. But I'd love to talk to you and find out what you guys are thinking on a Friday. This is FAFO Friday. Hey, Ben, I have a 73 Washburn acoustic electric. Sure. Why not? Sure. Why not? Washburn. I don't know too much about Washburn guitars, but yeah, there we go. And that's really nice of you, to sell it to me so that I can donate it. That's really nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. I would love to buy it and then donate it. If I wanted to do that, I'd go to I'm going to like a couple of places right now. Got a deal worked out with Sweetwater, so I'm getting guitars at cost. But lines are open 615-475-7864. Tim, thank you for sharing that over on the green machine, the green triangle. Really appreciate that. But we're getting the word out. We're getting the game out there. And that's exactly what we need to do. We need to keep getting the message out. I can't wait to be on iHeartRadio. Washburn's good. Okay, I didn't know that. Didn't know that. What was that one say? Let's go right. Kick it off. FAFO Friday. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
North Pole, Alaska.
North Pole, Alaska. Talk to me.
You should check into Bonehead Trucker. They had another illegal truck driver that killed a family of 4 of the Amish community.
Okay.
There was a slow truck ahead of him, and he put another deal out, and he's got the foreign companies that these drivers are working for is on TV telling people that, it's okay, you can come here because the American truckers are lazy. They don't do nothing. We can do it much better.
Well, thank
Check
you very
out
much.
Bonehead.
Thank you very much. I will, I hate to be honest with you. Actually, I don't. I don't have time to go watch all these videos that people send me links to. I just don't have time. I wish I had time, but I don't. So I'm going to take your word for it. Lines are open 615-475-7864. Travis, you're welcome to call in. Have mommy dial the number for you. Throw another hot pocket in the oven, right? Or the microwave. Let's see here. Only a dim would sell a guitar to have it donated. I'm going to go ahead and agree with you on that one. I'm going to go ahead.
How dare you?
How dare you be honest? Yeah, I really want to buy something and then donate it. I'm already doing that. That doesn't help me very much. Right? But thank you for being so kind as to selling me something. You probably want more money than what it's worth. Right? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to Berryville, Arkansas today. There's a guitar shop over there. The guy's name is Todd, the guitar guy. And Todd's going to help me out. He's got a couple to donate. Line 3. What do you got, line 3? Where are you calling from?
Have you heard about the whole thing in the Epstein files about he probably created the Bitcoin and how it's crashing now?
Wait, what? Jeffrey Epstein created Bitcoin?
It's speculated. Benny Johnson did a deal on it yesterday, and I looked into it some more. And
I'm banned. I can't watch Benny's channel. Benny banned me.
Uh-oh. But yeah, in the file it talks about him talking with big bankers on creating a cryptocurrency.
How fitting would that be? How fitting would that be?
Yeah, there was a billionaire that said a couple of years ago that if you knew who created Bitcoin, you would sell it. You couldn't sleep at night knowing it.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, can you send me that? I would love to see it.
Okay, I'll dig it up. Try to get it to you, sir.
Thank you so much. That is nuclear. Good grief. Wow. Thank you so much. That's amazing. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Yeah, I got banned on Benny's show. Do you want to know why I got banned? Benny banned me because I posted in the chat, why did you flip on Trump? That was my one question. I got banned on another show too. I don't know, man. But is that real? Wow. Let's go here. If you're endorsed by Jasmine Crockett, are you a Democrat? 93% say yes. 7% are retarded. There we go. 7% of you are retarded. Let's go here. I'll speak slower for the retards. Did Epstein create the Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin one word or two words? Let's go here. Lines are open. Polls are open. Lines are open. Comment hurt his feelings. Yeah, we hurt a lot of feelings here. We hurt a lot of feelings. Badge of honor. I can't deal with the black pill people. I can't deal with the black pills. I can't deal with the doomers. I can't deal with, we are salty here. I like salty cracker. I like salty. I was watching Salty's show the other night, and that's whenever I kind of jumped on the thing of removing all of the trolls that are banned. Let's go, oh God, here we go. Freedom Angel. What you got, Freedom Angel?
Morning, Ben. FAFO Friday.
Good morning.
I love it.
Yes, sir.
So I'm hearing that Kamala Harris has got some big announcement today.
She has created, wait for it, a Substack.
What?
She created a Substack. But you have to print it out on your own paper before you can use it as toilet paper.
Right on. Right on. They're doing ice drills in colleges now.
Oh, I saw yesterday
really
here where I live. Where I live yesterday, there were a bunch of middle school kids protesting. There was a teacher out there, and I'm very pissed off because I believe my tax money pays for public schools, and now they're protesting.
Absolutely.
So it's like I'm funding the protest.
They're brainwashing these kids.
I've said since the beginning, only country in the world where we allow our enemy to teach our children. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. It's the biggest mistake.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yep.
I appreciate
Great
you,
stream
man.
the other night with Tommy. Great stream.
I'm gonna get somebody else from that crowd back on soon. I really am.
We need Tommy up here in Minneapolis.
Oh, you need Delta Force.
About 20 Tommies.
Take care. Appreciate you. Freedom Angel. Lines are open. 615-475-7864. Kamala 2028. Surely she'll beat JD. There we go. Let's go right here. Talk to me. Line 4, MWP.
Hey, Ben. Yeah, there's, as we've talked about many times, you and I, there's a huge double standard in this country. Now, whether it's the Epstein files, whether it's Clinton and the pew pew, whatever they're accused of, there's such a double standard. I don't get why it's so easy for them to arrest the other side and bring charges to the other side so fast. Now, I'm not complaining, sir. Mr. Dykes, I understand there's works happening behind the scenes we don't know about, but I don't understand how it happened so fast for them, and it's like we're the turtle in the race when it comes to us. Could you help me out with that, sir?
Most of those arrests were unlawful, and all the people were discharged and charges were removed. Most of those people, I would say a vast majority of them, were discharged. Unlawful arrest by the Democrat Party. Let's go, Scott. What do you got, Scott? Line 3.
Hey there, Ben. How you doing?
Amazing.
Good. Hey, I just wanted to comment a little bit on all this demonic stuff going on. Where's the Sam and Dean Winchester when we need them?
Ooh, good point. Yeah, hanging judge. How about that one? Roy Bean, right?
Judge Roy Bean. Yes, sir. And I just wanted to say, I was a signalman on a sub hunter through the 80s, FFG 49, Bad Bob. And so I relate to you. And the other thing I wanted to say is we're thinking about leaving Springfield fairly soon. It's just getting too crazy up here. We're thinking about the Fort Smith area, and my wife's got a good transfer possibility just about anywhere in the country.
Well, good
and
luck.
And I'd like to be around somewhere, maybe start up a little something with the dogs myself. So
Well, when
just
you
wanted
get
to say
down here,
hi.
you let
And
me know. I really appreciate you. You take care. I know Springfield, Missouri, North Springfield is like Baghdad. I know it is. I've got a friend that lives in North Springfield. It's like Baghdad. The Vegas Biolab was an Airbnb. Wow. Okay. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
What's up, Ben? James, Myrtle Beach.
James, good morning. Say hi.
That's right, brother. I was calling that last caller, or caller before last, talking about the billionaire. His name's Dan Pena.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
But he's the one that said, yeah, but there's a file showing back 2014 where Jeffrey Epstein was talking about Bitcoin. Bitcoin didn't start till 2 years later.
Oh, okay. I
That's what
don't
he
know
does believe
much
currently.
about it. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, but that's all that was.
Well, James, I appreciate the heads up, brother. You take care. Thank you for calling. There we go. South Carolina, James, Marine veteran. I'm going to put a link in the chat. You can join my Patreon. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Speaking of Patreon, Sean Ryan came out yesterday, and apparently Sean Ryan is going to be interviewing Ro Khanna again. Now, he already interviewed Hunter Biden, never mentioned anything about the laptop other than letting Hunter say it was fake. He interviewed Gavin Newsom, I believe it's like 5 hours. He interviewed Ro Khanna. Now he's going to get Ro Khanna back on. What do you think about that? Sean Ryan, Navy SEAL, CIA contractor, admitted he was a drug cartel leader. Ryan is a thermometer for the state. It seems like Sean Ryan has started his flip. It seems like he started to flip. He's dunking on the current administration on a daily basis. Line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hey, this is Neil from Indiana.
Indiana, Neil, what you got?
Hey, I'm starting a guitar company, but I keep looking for your email and I can't find it. I don't know where it's at.
All you got to do is look at the bottom of the screen right now. There's my email scrolling across. I appreciate you calling. You let me know and we'll get together and work something out. Thank you so much. Starting a guitar company. My email right there, Sean Ryan, Kingpin. Yeah, he admitted he had a cartel. He had a cartel. I think it's strange, the flip. Some of these people are really flipping. Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, some big influencers on YouTube, they all flip. It's weird. It's a weird move. Did any of you suffer through the Sean Ryan, Gavin Newsom interview? I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't watch it. Not at all. Let's go here. I'll tell you something else that I find very interesting is when people suddenly get red pilled. When they suddenly get red pilled, it's beautiful to watch. And I believe good old Asmund Gold just got red pilled.
Let me go and search Trump. Donald Trump. Witness. It's witness information. Wait, Donald Trump was a witness in this, right? That's what it says. It says witness information. And it says age 70. So this was 9 years ago because he's 79 now. He was an informant. Yes, he was. And this is an open secret. Everybody knows this.
So Trump was an informant. Huh. He's been red pilled, right? Yeah, it's interesting somebody like this is suddenly waking up. And I like it. Somebody said there was an arrest made in the Guffrey thing. Let's see here. I really could care less about this story. I really could care less about this entire story, considering there's like hundreds of thousands of, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's play the Nancy Grace. Authorities say an arrest has been made in a connection to an imposter ransom demand. This is just some grifter trying to get money out of the family. This is an imposter trying to get money. Yeah, I just don't care. I really could care less about this. That story is something I do not give one piece of fecal matter about. I'm trying to watch my language. iHeartRadio. What makes her so important? What makes her so important? That's a damn good question. In the chat, let me know. Why are we supposed to care so much about this one person? Why? Do you think MSNBC will come out and thank Trump or the FBI? Do you think that's going to happen? If that's what you're holding on to, you're going to die holding on to that. Let's go line 3. What do you got, line 3?
Hey, Ben, Larry.
Good morning.
New York Army vet.
Good morning.
Morning. Want to say congratulations with the information you gave this morning. Looking forward to that. Longtime fan.
Thank you.
And doing a great job. I did want to, bring up about up in New York, they were pushing for my county to become a sanctuary county.
Oh, that'll be
and
nice.
People, there were hundreds of people showing up. And again, Mike Lawler, he was there. They're trying to grill him up and down, but the people pushed back and we blocked it. So
Mike
we're going
Lawler
to keep an
seems
eye
like
on
a
that.
scumbag.
Yeah, well, again, it's a tightrope. The groups of Democrats, they attack him anytime they open. He had a town hall. He opened up a town hall. You couldn't even get a ticket. By the time because they grabbed the ball, all the opposition, and that's how they do it. They just bum rush and they take over everything.
Well, I appreciate you calling. Thank you very much, Larry. I think that would be a nice place for a sanctuary county, New York. I'm joking. I don't want any sanctuary counties. Apparently, this is breaking the internet. Let me go here. That's the guy trying to sell me a guitar. Let me go here. I guess this is breaking the internet. The Democrats are freaking out. Once again, Trump's post has completely broken the radical left this morning. Not because of Barack and Michelle Obama at the end, just a distraction. All right, let's play it again. I'll play it again, Sam. This is breaking the internet. Donald Trump posted this last night.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS-200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, Dominion machines, ESNS machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
I did not expect that at the end. I did. Let me get that again. Oh my God. My face hurts from smiling. Oh my God. My face hurts from smiling. Democrat Party's melting down. Apparently they're melting down because of that part of the clip with Obama. Oh, my throat hurts from coughing and laughing at these clowns. It really does. These people are disgusting. They're vile. They're morons. Some people would say they worship Baal.
Matters. Every single
Welcome
thing,
back, Greg.
No, everything you said does not matter.
It does
Because
to
no,
millions of
it doesn't. Because everything you mentioned are the consequences of the.
what
Oh, you
we
can
get.
go ahead and scoff. How did we get here? Pull back. How did we get here? An open border that let millions in, and you guys didn't give two
Alex
Fs
Creddy
about. Okay,
snuck right
all
through
right,
that border.
all right. We had dozens of deaths where you didn't say shit. Jocelyn Nungary, Laken Riley, Rachel Morin, Molly Tibbetts. I'm going to just do it because this is just, I can't believe that we're still talking about this stuff.
But we're supposed to care about a liberal news media's mom. We're supposed to care about that.
Here's 3 pages of women who have been murdered by illegal aliens in the last 7 or 8 years. The 7 or 8 years that we have been here talking about this and mocked over it. When we showed the embassy, showed the border being overrun and people laughed at us. And now you're here. It's like you're the maid trying to clean up a mess and somebody there is staring at you going, oh, you got to clean it up better. No, you made the mess. This is the Democrat Party's mess that we're trying to clean up. And you're saying, wow, these ICE agents are using terrible language. We don't care. I'm bored by this. I'm absolutely bored by this. I'm bored by the Nazi stuff. I'm bored by the concerned people in the media. They were not concerned when innocent women were raped and murdered. They didn't care about the 50 who died when they were incarcerated under Obama. They didn't care about the 27 or 30 that were shot under Obama. But now they care now. You deserve no attention on this. You deserve no credibility on this. It's actually comical because here's my feeling. It seems like you're ready for another one. You had good, that went for a couple of weeks. You had this guy, went for a week or so. You're going to need a third one. This is what this is about, because this is what creates the motivation for this drama that could have been prevented if you guys just listened to the sensible people. Why is it that the cities that aren't sanctuary aren't having any violence? Why is it that the rate of violence in what's the name of the city? Minneapolis is 5 to 7 times higher than cities that are 3 or 4 times larger? Why is that? You guys are always feigning this performative ignorance that you don't understand things. You never explain your own ignorance. Why is there so much violence in Minneapolis and not in Texas? Well, see, there are different people. There are people who, when they hear an awful crime, when Molly Tibbetts is murdered, they think of their wife, they think of their kids, they think of their sister, they think of their mother. What do Democrats think about? There's a step before they even think about their family. They think, how does it affect my public persona? How does it affect my potential politically? How do I deal with this so that I get instant gratification and empathy? We don't think like that. We don't care. You can call me a monster that's saying all these people get deported. I don't care. I don't care about any of this performance anymore, Jessica. It's done. And you know what? Neither does Trump. People are voted for the law. They want the law. If you want to cry about murderers and rapists, do it on your own time.
Damn. That's what I'm talking about. I got to give that to him. Holy cow. That is fire. Jerry, thank you for sending me that. Wow.
And can an amen and a boom shakalaka go right there?
Wow. That is fire. Yeah, you're not going to emotionally blackmail me into falling in line with your crap. Somebody said performative ignorance. Absolutely. And that's a wrap. Guys, I think that's a great time to check out of here. I got to go to work. If you want to do a live stream tonight, give me a yes or a no in the chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. 1 for yes, 2 for no if you want to do a live stream tonight. I was trying to hit the goal Looks like we didn't do that, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know what's going on with the show. Maybe we need to cut back. Maybe I need to sleep in a little more. I think I need to sleep in a little more. Yeah. I don't know. Here we go. What does that one say? Big Tex. Later, bigots. Thank you, Big Tex. I don't know if you're being serious or not. Tell mommy to change your diaper. I don't know. I don't really care. I love all the trolls. I love them all. I love all of them. I love all the trolls. Guys, I got to go to work. I really appreciate you. Take care.